Alrighty. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 143. This one discussing a new Sentai. It's the 10th one ever released. This is Choushinsei Flashman, otherwise translated as Supernova Flashman. Yep. The 10th ever Super Sentai, and for my review, the 22nd I've ever reviewed. Yep, 22. Wow, who would have thunk basically past 20 Super Sentai? Now, by the way, the Flashmen look like this. Yeah, those are the Flashmen for you. Interesting looking suits. Though, basically how should I put this? Like, the way the personalities are is kind of weird. So, the plot of the show is that 5 random children were kidnapped from Earth and they revealed this in episode 2, I think it is. 2 or 3, actually 3. They've been kidnapped by alien hunters for reasons. By the way, here are your names of your characters. Jin, Dai, Bun, Sakura, Sarah, and Lou. Jin is Red Flash, Dai is Green Flash, Bun is Blue Flash, Sarah is Yellow Flash, and Pink Flash is Lou. Lou, I should point out though, is more the muscle of the team. Based on her personality, the fact she's basically... It's almost like with this one, they swapped what normally is there, because yellow is usually the muscle of the team, and pink is usually, like, maybe there's potential love interest for the Red Ranger, or just simply there be a good, cute character. This one, nope, they swapped it. Yeah. Yeah, and also... There's technically not really a mentor. There's basically a support unit named Meg who gives them advice. But no mentor for this incarnation. Nope. Now, they actually trained for their powers and their abilities. They trained for it hard for 20 years. Yeah, because apparently they took 20 years to run this series. Oh, I forgot to mention. This thing premiered in 1986. Yep. I'm thinking, 1986. What happened that year? Well, we have the conclusion of Crisis on Infinite Earths. We have the reboot of DC Universe. We also had Secret Wars for a period of time. Oh, yeah, and also for me, my parents got married that year. Yep, that's basically comes my family. My parents got married in 1986. They got married in November 1986. Though this thing premiered, and look at the page here, it actually started from March 1st, 1986, and concluded on February 21st, 1987. By the way, this is your Robo for this one. Yeah. Which, when I saw, I'm like, man, it seems like basically they took the Denzi fighter and just changed the head and replaced, or at least kind of looks similar also to the Sun Vulcan Robo. Yeah, I mean, that's what the Robo looks like. And what about the main villains? Well, they're known as the Reconstructive Empire Mass. The leader of the group is this guy, this Emperor. Yes, his name is Grey Emperor Ladas. And he's here for pretty much the whole run. Yeah, and basically everybody's got La in front of their name for reasons unexplained. We have Great Dr. Lai Kofun, the scientist, basically the lead scientist of theirs, who basically creates all the stuff for them. You also have La Wanda. No, seriously, that's what he calls himself. Yes. And the guy who plays him, he also appeared in Live Man, Jetman, and Die Ranger. His actor is by the name of Yusuke. It's actually... No, not that one. Yuta Horisawa. Yeah, he appears... This is actually the last one I have to discuss for him because I've already discussed the other ones already. Because look... Like, here he is from Die Ranger, played that martial arts guy, and of course played those 2 other characters. Yeah, why in the way you have a guy named Wanda, I don't know. We have Lai Nafo, who is basically their mistress of the skies. Yep. A cat girl. Yep, a cat girl. Let's see, you have La Gas. Excuse me. He basically it's kind of like a robot per se. Mm-hmm. There's also Walk and Cut, which are the two cat girls for the main mistress disguised. Yep. There's also the Gorgon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he first appears in episode 2. He's a giant jellyfish. Also, he's responsible for growing all the monsters with the whole spooking the rangers, having the duck, and he just basically. And by the way, your grunts for the thing, they're the Zulars. Yeah, these weird creatures. And a lot of the time, the monsters, this thing basically always have these weird teeth. And these are monsters. You have the Barbaras, the Zulak, Goraspir's movie, the Zamos, and Gori. Now, in the case of the first episode, by the way, the Boras does not go giant size. He actually is the only one that don't go giant size. He's just an elephant monster. Simply put, basically, he's just the first monster of the episode. And just the whole thing of the first episode is basically just bring in the Flashman, bring in the villains, stuff like that. By the way, their base operations is a gigantic spaceship. Yeah, this spaceship here, that is their base operations. And it remains base operations for pretty much the whole run. Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, the monster is known as the Mess Monsters. Episode 2, mostly put for that one. That just basically serves as a little bit of a backstory. By the way, the main robot you have here is called the Flash King. Which, there he is. This is basically what he looks like. And he looks very similar to Denzi Fighter. Mm-hmm. He's made about 3 parts. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he's also the first one to have the combined cockpit thing, which I always like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically, also they introduced the ring robot. They escape from Planet Flash to go to Earth. They don't really go to the cities very much this one. Not really in these few episodes. Not really. Episode 2 introduces their robot, which of course is the Flash King, and explores basically the whole a little bit of backstory for them, but it doesn't go too much detail. 3 introduces the Hunters. Mega Giant Turbo. Yeah, well, this one just, let's have a monster who's basically a turtle who basically walks around, sees everything upside down. Let's have let's have Green Flash have his thing turned upside down. I'm trying to do that. It's quite difficult, to say the least. Yes. Also, in case you're curious, though, the main base operations of Flashman is always in a round base. You could say, basically, that I think it was just the first episode introduced this thing. Mm-hmm. And this base is pretty much in the way of their base operations for pretty much the whole run. Mm-hmm. So it's introduced in the very first episode. And this is basically the round base, which is also their spaceship, which they use to get to Earth. Mm-hmm. I gotta say, really cool looking base. In the case of basically, well, how should I put this? Exploring, we don't really explore very much at all. The interior itself looks very similar to Denzi Land's interior. Well, they have the same architecture, the interior. Though the chairs are basically original. They have 5 chairs for the pilot. But the room itself is very similar to the Densey base, which of course could be a redress of that one. It's possible. Oh, and they have a movie. Yes, there is one movie that comes out this one, but all it is just a theatrical cut of episodes 15, 18. It's really all it is. Excuse me. The movie itself is simply the Remastered Empire kidnapping pets to use for a monster. One of the pets had to be the mother of one a pet for these kids, and of course, the movie they beat the monster. There's not really much to the movie at all, aside from the fact we introduced a new monster, and there's nothing really new with this one. Not necessarily. It's not really necessary a movie. It just basically the canonicity of the thing is like right after episode 2. This is set. Yeah. But in the case of this one, it's not terrible. It's okay. It's an interesting start per se. But I'd say of the 4 episodes, first 2 are really. I do like the first 2 episodes, the backstory of the Flashman. But there's not much to the villains themselves, honestly. Not really, no. Yeah. It's like so far we're just developing the Flashman so far. It was like a little bit of development so far. I would say of the 5 Flashmen, the only ones development so far in 4 episodes is Red Flash and Green Flash. And that's it. The other 3 have not got much development at all. Yeah. And there's a little bit of development here for Meg as well in episode 4. Yep. But not really much else to say about these 4 episodes. It's okay start, but I'm only going to be here for Flash for 25 episodes before I do something else. Okay? So, yeah, that's the episode review. Next episode, Comic Corner, and then here I'm live with Number. Okay? Next video. Bye.